Hi, YouTube pipe community. How you doing today? This is your boy Lewis, and today, by some miracle, my boss decided to give me the day off and let me join my family on a little vacation to Charleston, South Carolina. So I'm actually driving there now, and my car's GPS decided to take me through the back roads of Georgia and South Carolina, and I gotta tell you, it has been such a beautiful, beautiful drive. I'm a sucker for small towns and farmland and seeing animals. I've seen a few deer here and there, and the pear trees are blooming. It's absolutely beautiful out here, so I'm enjoying the drive. But the one thing I do wish that I could do is light up my pipe. And thought came to mind is, how do some of you guys get away with smoking in your vehicles? Now, both of my cars, are shared with my wife, so my wife owns a Jeep, I own a Jetta, and if she were to smell pipe smoke in my car, I would not ever hear the end of it. So, my question to you guys is, how do you get away with it? Does your significant other it doesn't bother them? Or, you just keep your car to yourself? Or, I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about the subject. I had been tempted to light up a little bit because a friend of mine, he goes by the name of Flaticus, some of you guys might have heard, posted something on Instagram a little while ago, and it was, I think, built by Mastercraft, but it's this little topper for the corn cob, or any pipe really, but it looks kind of like a windscreen, but it's not just that. So you can lift it up, pack your pipe, light your pipe, you put it down, but if you're driving, it's a tamper. Look at that thing. It's flippin' genius. These used to be sold as 2 packs for 79 cents back in the day, and clearly they're not made anymore. We're not seeing them anywhere, but I thought it was a genius idea. I found a 3-pack, or basically 6 of them on eBay, and I paid a little much for them, certainly more than 80 cents a piece, but it was just one of those genius ideas. If I can ever get away with smoking in the car, it would be a great thing to have. I'm going to use it later. So, another topic I wanted to touch on. During my last video, I talked about how I've been enjoying some sweet English tobaccos. I had a sample of Bob's Chocolate Flake. That was great. I tried Boswell's Northwoods. That's fantastic. A friend of mine sent me a sample of something that I can't seem to find out what exactly it is. But I love that. Unfortunately, I found one sweet English that absolutely just, it was bad, guys. It was really bad. It was Cornell and Deal's Sweet English, and I'd gotten a sample. I think the sample had been jarred since 2004, and it could have been like the topping went bad, could have been that the sample was a little bit dry, but I gotta tell you, it was harsh beyond belief, and not sweet at all. If anything, it was bitter, acrid, more like pomegranate that had rotten or something. It was just bad. And I have to say, I have a really wide taste for tobaccos. I like a lot of different types of tobaccos, but certainly that was the first time I had an experience where I said, this should not be smoked by me or anybody else. Now, it could have been a bad sample. It could have been something up with it. I might see if I can find an ounce in bulk later on just to give it a shot. But in all honesty, it was not a good experience. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might give it to somebody else to see if they have a better experience with it, but I certainly don't want to put that in one of my pipes ever again. Now, Desocial Aid had asked me to do a review on Bob's Chocolate Flake. I've only had one bowl so far that I put through a meerschaum, and that sample had been aged since 2009. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time. I'm gonna, maybe smoke it. I'm gonna try to get through an ounce before I make any decisions on my thoughts on that. But that will probably be my first review, unless I review something that I already have a whole lot of experience with. But that is the goal, I think. That's what I think I'm going to go with. Now, I'm looking forward very much to this weekend. Ooh. Sorry, we just hit traffic and my phone is just sitting on the dash, so it flopped over. So I'm very much looking forward to this weekend. We have my kids, my wife, grandma, grandpa, my brother-in-law, his wife, and his 2 kids coming to Charleston as well. And they're coming from Kansas and or Chicago. Still here. And basically, we are just going to have a good time with the family. One thing I've been looking forward to is Easter, because I gave up beer for Lent, and I am a huge fan of craft beer. And I know I'm going to be cheating just a little bit, but tomorrow evening, my brother-in-law, his wife, and my wife and I are going on a pub crawl of Charleston. And so that's going to be a really fun experience. We've done that once before, and it was a real blast. I am going to be taking my pipe with me, so I imagine I'm going to have a really good time. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us this weekend, because it's supposed to be really rainy. So we'll see how things go. I am going to put this phone down now because I don't want to hold this thing and drive. But it was nice having a conversation with you guys, despite the phone flopping around a little bit. Blessings and smoke rings. Bye.